Loudon County school teacher last night at the school board meeting quits in front of everyone. Gave up her job. Was willing to make an actual sacrifice because she understands action matters. She was not going to teach any of these policies that violated her faith and her religion. I want you to listen to this. This is very inspiring. Check this out.
Within the last year, I was told in one of my so-called equity trainings that white, Christian, able-bodied females currently have the power in our schools, and that, quote, this has to change. Clearly, you've made your point. You no longer value me or many other teachers you've employed in this county. So since my contract outlines the power that you have over my employment in Loudon County Public Schools, I thought it necessary to resign in front of you. School board, I quit. I quit your policies, I quit your trainings, and I quit being a cog in a machine that tells me to push highly politicized agendas on our most vulnerable constituents, the children. I will find employment elsewhere. I encourage all parents and staff in this county to flood the private schools.
And they cut her off, of course, because we have tyrants and totalitarians in charge and grotesque people with not an ounce of dignity or morals. They cut her off. That's that sound at the end. Because they think they can. And they think they can because they think you'll let them. Folks, because I just said to you that the do matters and talk is cheap, I would feel hypocritical myself if I didn't give you some kind of a plan. Some kind of a plan to take back our schools. It's very specific and gives you action items as well. I had to remove my daughter from a school. Folks, again, I swear on my life, I am not trying to impress you. I just don't want you to think that I'm one of these talk show guys that sits in his chair on his, fat, goofy rump and talks a lot and doesn't do anything. I had a beef with a school my daughter went to, had to pull her out, had to make a point. When that point was made, send her back. And I'll do it again. Here's this 4-point plan. A call to action to do because the talk is cheap. We have this school teacher who took a stand and did something. I need you to do one of these 4 things, if not all 4 as well. You want to take back the schools? The answers aren't easy, but they're there. Number 1, your school pushes mask mandates, critical race theory, ridiculous transgender nonsense you don't agree with. Pull your kids out. Pull them out. I know it's hard. I get it. I understand. You're going to get some pushback. Mom, Dad, I have friends. I heard the same stuff. You need to explain to them that there are bigger things than a small social network. And if they're your friends, it doesn't depend on the school. It depends on your relationship. Yeah, but my kids, they may not get a recommendation to a college. Again, I'm not lecturing anyone. I know you all have taken on far greater sacrifices than me. But to people on the fence, you have to ask yourself, what's your priorities right now? Is it to save your country, the school system, to preserve some kind of a sense of collective identity in the United States? Or do you not? Does it matter more to get a recommendation to college? They're hard questions. I'm sorry, but they're real questions. Pull your kids out. Your kids should not be in public schools that are looking to destroy your kids' life, destroy your kids' prosperity, and destroy this country. Number 2, to the teachers out there being told to teach critical racism theory, teaching kids to be racist. Transgender ideology that conflicts with your faith, you must resign. You have to resign. You have to resign. I had to resign my job once. It sucked. It was really hard. It was a decision we took a long time. It wasn't easy. I don't expect you to make it lightly. I don't expect you to make it overnight. It cost me a lot of financial hardship for a long time. When you nearly miss a mortgage payment and a doctor tells you need braces on your kid's teeth and you don't have the money, it was tough. When you're used to having a steak once in a while and all of a sudden you're like, I don't really have the money for that. It was tough. It wasn't life-changing. It wasn't dramatic. No one starved to death. There was no crying about it. But it was tough. But I'm not here to give you easy answers. I know they're the right ones. Pull your kids out, and to the teachers out there being forced to do this, resign. Third, it's time to do what we did in the state of Florida. Push your school boards immediately to issue school vouchers to anyone, any parent who feels like their faith or their best medical analysis based on they're speaking with their doctor about what's best for their kids is being violated by mandates. Pull your kids out of the school. Demand your school boards and your state provide vouchers so you have a choice. It's your money. It's your money, not theirs. The people who finance these public schools are not private entities. They are you. It is your money. You have the right to take your money and send your kid to a school that comports with your values, period. 4, we have to start imposing real material losses. I cannot say this enough. Real material losses on our political, ideological, anti-American opponents. They have done it to us. I know it doesn't sound good, but it's true. They have done it to us forever. How do you do that? Fox News story. You see, Ron DeSantis, great governor of Florida. These education school boards, superintendents want to push unconstitutional mask mandates. Ron DeSantis puts Broward County School Board on notice. Curb the mask mandate or lose your paychecks. Simple as that, folks. Pull your kids out. Teachers should leave. Push for vouchers. And 4th, real material losses. You want to push this stuff? You ain't getting a paycheck. Period. Full stop. Thank you. Have a nice day.